This is Katie Hunter from MMA UK. We're back here again with your winner, Matt Bonner. Congratulations.
Thanks, Katie. Thanks. Last time we saw each other was at the BT, wasn't it, again? So yeah, it's good. It's good. Good run.
I'm your lucky charm here.
I know.
So congratulations. That was a really good performance. I'm not sure it was the fight I was expecting, especially after the weigh-ins. He seemed really aggressive. He seemed like he had beef, and then the first thing he did was shoot for the takedown.
Yeah, it's kind of... I was surprised at the way that he did that as well, honestly. I expected the fight to go like that initially, but when he was pushing, shoving at the weigh-ins, I was kind of like, oh, okay, he wants a bit of a scrap then.
Yeah.
And then obviously I had to adjust the game plan to him shooting that first takedown. He came in for that first takedown, and I thought... that's not a very good takedown entry, and every single entry got worse and worse. And
there were a couple of sloppy ones.
Yeah, and I thought, I'm very comfortable here. Stood out of his guard a few times, and that was the idea. But then I landed that first elbow, and I was breaking. He was trying to break my posture, and I was countering him. And I thought, I can stay here and do some real damage.
Yeah, it looked like you crushed his spirit actually. As soon as you made him bleed, it looked like he was.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if I've ever really cut anyone like that before. I think he's getting his face glued together back there now in the medical. So no, it was. I don't wish any harm to anyone, but the way he was behaving at the weigh-in yesterday, I'm pleased that it's gone.
Where did it come from? Do you know?
I have no idea, because what I tend to do is I look at people's weigh-ins and see how they go about it, and I can kind of adjust my posture and whatever. And I thought, we're going to come in, have a little bit of a face, I'll shake hands, bugger off. Both. I've had over 20 fights. He's had over 50 fights. Yeah. So I didn't expect him to behave like that, but I think he's probably sorry he did now.
Yeah, it is not a great look, especially after it ended like that for him. But let's talk about you. What's next for you? You look great back at middleweight, and it looks like you've grown back into middleweight as well.
And this was the easiest cut I've ever done as well. I never even had to do a bath. Which I thought, generally you'd have baths and saunas and whatnot, generally baths, but I didn't have to do anything. It kind of just fell off by itself. And I was very kind of just chilled out this week, which I think helps the weight come off. If you're stressed out and worried about the weight, it sticks to you. So I'll never drop to welterweight again. Middleweight is the division for me, and I'm looking to become a champion again.
So who's next? The middleweight title is obviously on the line tonight. Mick Stanton, who you fought before, and Will Curry. Will thinks he's going to the UFC with a win, so that potentially would be a vacant belt. Who knows? Could be Mick Stanton.
Possibly. I probably think Will might win. I would favour Will, but Stanton's certainly in there. He's a dog. He's very experienced, and he wants that title, and then maybe he can walk off into the sunset and be done with his career. I think I work out quite well against both of those guys. I think I'm kind of half and half on them. I've got the dog of Stanton and the composure, and I'm tough, and then I'm quite good technically as well. Will's a very technical grappler, so I think I match up quite well against any of them.
Well, I'd be excited to see either of those fights. Congratulations, Matt.
Cheers, Katie. Thanks very much.
You.
See you later.
See ya.